Welcome back to my channel, Tea Squad. Let's get into this week's All Tea, All Shade, Love and Marriage Huntsville Season 8, Episode 9 recap. So the episode begins with Stormi in her glam room getting prepared to turn herself in to jail. And she had Courtney take Chess to school that day because, you know, it was just been too much for her. And she didn't want her baby to see her all upset. So she's around her glam squad who tells her that she needs to pray. And she was like, I just can't. Like, she was a ball of nerves and she begins to cry. And her mother-in-law is there, who is gorgeous, by the way, and looks young. She's there to support her and comfort her. And Stormi was like, you know, I called my mama yesterday and she said, that's what you get for being on reality television. Like, why would you say that? Why would that be the first thing that comes out of your mouth when you know that your daughter didn't do anything to warrant this type of behavior for somebody? Like, regardless if she was on reality television or not, this is still something that could happen because she's a public figure, whether she's on reality television or not. People are crazy. You know what I'm saying? People still could have found out where her warehouse was just from being on Instagram and having her face out there. You know what I'm saying? So I just felt like that was just such a nasty thing for her mother to say. But her mama is a nasty ass person, period. So she's hurt, of course, that her mama is not there for her as she should be. Destiny invited Tisha and Trisha to make candles with her because she's starting a new candle line. I think that's just a waste of money, to be honest with you. I just don't see Destiny selling out of any candles or people really supporting her like that, because the consensus that I've seen is that a lot of people don't like Destiny. So I just think that that's a waste of money. I think that she needs to think of something else to do with her life, maybe get a regular 9-to-5 or go back to trying to act or something, because her selling products just ain't the one nor the two. So she tells them about her conversation that she had with Sunni at the lingerie party. I mean, not the lingerie party, Jesus, at Stormi's body glaze party. And how she didn't want to talk to Sunni, and that Moses kept staring at her. And apparently she had a nip slip that night as well. And Tisha was like, oh, so that's why he was looking at you. And she was like, no, he was just looking at me, period. And she said that Sunni sees her as a threat. And she says that she can absolutely 100% still get him if she wants him. I believe that. I believe that 100%, that if she wanted to mess back with Moses, she could. But I mean, that's not saying much. I think that anybody that want to mess with Moses could, especially with you saying that he has half of St. Louis. So yeah, anybody can get it. So there you have it. After that, Stormi turned herself in and she's riding home with Courtney, and she says that the experience wasn't as bad as she thought it would be, and that, you know, she's really hurt that her mama still ain't called her and checked up on her or anything. And unfortunately, I've had a very chaotic relationship with my own mother. So I understand fully well how it feels to be disappointed by your parent and for them not to be there for you. So I really honestly did connect with Stormi when it comes to her mom issues and how it hurts her. I 100% get it. And it's a effed up feeling to have, knowing that your mother is alive and well, and no matter how much you do for that person, you know, they don't give you the same energy back. So Trisha, we find out in a flashback, talked to her kids about marrying Ken, and they're okay with it. They really like him. Her son says that, you know, he brings out a softer side to her. And I'm like, where is this hard that everybody keep on talking about? Because all we get is Snuffleupagus. All we get is this soft, weak voiced person that seemed like she wouldn't hurt a fly. So like, where is all of this meanness, this hardness coming from? Because we have yet to see it. Like, let people around her tell it. She is a biz naive. Like, oh my God. So she has her sister Ebony over, and I need for her sister Ebony never to wear that hairstyle ever again. It was given Michael Jackson in The Wiz. No, ma'am. But her sister Ebony comes over to talk, and she tells her sister that she and Ken have been living together for almost a year, and her sister is shocked by this. She had no idea. And once again, this infuriates me because I don't understand anything that's going on with Trisha, and we are 9 episodes in. Like, get her off of my screen. Please get her off of my screen. Get her off the show. She does not need to come back next season. Why are we 9 episodes in and I'm still as confused as I was on episode 1 when it comes to her storyline? How have you been living with a man for a year and your sister and your family don't know about this? And it goes back to when he made the comment a few episodes ago that when he would go with her to family functions, they would all be looking at him like, who are you? Where is her husband? I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, if her and her husband have been separated for so long, how does your family still not know about this? Like, I'm so confused. Even her sister was like, how long have you and Marquez been separated? Because the sister assumed that, they were going through their little issues and she was out here having her little fun, but that she and her her husband would get back together. And she was like, no, we're not getting back together. And so her sister was like, well, how long y'all been separated? And she was like, 4 years. And the sister was like, what? She was like, why haven't you talked to us about this, her and their other sister? And apparently, her parents have been together for many years, and the sister does not believe in divorce and all of this type of stuff. But I'm just still confused about how her sisters don't even know really what's going on in her life. I can understand you being a very private person, but her sister, from what I'm assuming, the sister Ebony still lives in Huntsville. So like, how she don't... Girl, I'm over it. I'm so over it. I don't even know if I want to continue to talk about Trisha's storyline when it comes to the Ken situation because it's stupid and it's annoying. So like I said, the sister Ebony was like, so there ain't no getting back with Marquez. And she was like, no, we have absolutely nothing in common. I feel like we only got married because we had a baby together. We were so young. And she says that her and Ken have so much in common. So her sister wishes, her the best, and she wants it to work out, and says that her happiness is what matters the most, even though she does not believe in divorce. And I wouldn't care anyway, because nobody with that straw set would be giving me advice about anything that has to do with life. So Chris, Courtney, Martell, and Ken go bowling, and Ken brings up that Trisha was mad at Martell for acting like he didn't know who she was when they were at Stormi house. At first, Martell sticks with the story of, I just didn't recognize her. I ain't seen her in a long time. I ain't know it was her. But we all know he's lying. So Chris, being the instigator in this situation, and I loved it, and you could tell it was some get back for him. He was like, how are you supposed to know who she was? And Martell just looking at him like, if you don't stop asking me all these questions, you know. So Martell was like, we was cool. So Chris was like, where you meet her at? And Martell paused again. He was like, I know her through my brother. And Martell then stands up and was like to Ken, how she say she know me? Like, she ain't say to you like how she knew me? And Ken was like, of course through your brother. And Martell then says, I never met her through my brother. She just told me that she knew my brother. So he just told on himself because he's a horrible liar. And so now everybody really looking like, well, which one is it? At first you just said you knew it through your brother. Now you're saying you didn't know it through your brother, that she told you she knew your brother. So which one is it? So Courtney was like, so where you meet her at? And Martell was like, out. And Chris says, I still don't understand why she would be mad that you didn't recognize her. And Courtney was like, Martell ain't telling the whole story. And we all have known that since episode 1, that it's more going on between these two than what meets the eye. So Martell was like, when we did communicate, it wasn't an often type thing. And then, we ain't even do nothing either. So hell no, I ain't gonna remember her ass. So basically he just told it that they was talking. They ain't, so that's why he didn't remember her, basically. Ken was like, well, I'm like that too. If something did happen, it was before me, so I don't care. Like, I'm very secure in who I am. And Martell then goes on to talk about how he want to get married again, and Chris was like, to your baby mama. And then look at him like, if you don't stop pressing me on this damn camera, you know damn well I don't want to marry her. But this is my thing with the Martell and Trisha situation, because Trisha getting on camera lying, talking about something, people gonna think we had something going on. Well, obviously y'all did. Now, I know y'all told me in the comment section on a previous recap video that she admitted that her and Martell like talked at some point or whatever. But I think y'all told me that she said they didn't smash or whatever. But like, why go into the season trying to act like nothing happened between y'all? What's the big deal? Like, you're separated. Was this while you've been talking to Ken? Is that why you trying to keep it on the low? Is that you was messing with Ken and was dipping over there to Martell crib? Is that why you trying to act like, you know what I'm saying, it was nothing going on between y'all, and then he acting like he don't know who you are? Like, the whole thing is so childish and stupid. Y'all are grown people. Like, what is going on? And then this is what makes me pissed off even more with the Trisha storyline, because her whole storyline is so look girlish. Like, get out of here. Like, get her off my screen once again. Then at the end of the episode, Stormi has her mama, Miss Betty, over, aka Mrs. Clump. And they go outside and they talk, and Stormi tells her mama that she hurt her feelings when she didn't show up for her. And Mrs. Clump says, you call me in the middle of the night. I just can't get up and drive all the way here. And I got a mama that stays with me that I'm taking care of. Like, it just don't work like that. Now, that I can understand if that was the response. Like, I got my mother here that I'm taking care of. I just can't get up and come there, at a snap of the finger. But I'll still call and check up on you, da-da-da-da-da. But that wasn't what she said. She said, that's what you get for being on a reality television show. So Stormi asks her, why did you make that comment? And Mrs. Clump says, this ain't the first time it happened. And Stormi looking like, girl, I got arrested when I was a teenager, like over some stupid crap. Like, that ain't even a part of the conversation. So then Betty says, there are certain people you can't have in your circle. When you called me, I was upset. I was mad. If you would have listened to us, none of this would have happened, because you wouldn't have been in the public eye. You wouldn't be in the eye of these people who have a certain person that they want to elevate and bring down everybody else. A certain person who is a member of this circle, who have people that are called to activate, to attack everybody. When I go on and I attack this person, and Stormi was like, who is this person? Because I'm confused. We all know she knew who her mom was talking about, but okay. The mom was like, I say her name, Mel. She was like, whenever I say something bad about Melody, I'm attacked by her people. I'm like, listen to what you just said. Why are you getting online attacking her? You started the whole situation with you and Mel by getting online, doing exactly what you just said, attacking her, attacking somebody that literally could be your child. You don't see her mama getting online attacking nobody, because ain't nobody got time for that. So you getting your old ass online attacking somebody that literally could be your daughter, and you don't see anything wrong with that. You're surprised that people cuss your old stupid ass out, because you need to get somewhere and sit down. And then if you want to use the argument of, I told you so, you should have never came on reality TV and this, that, and the third. If you don't like the fact that your daughter is in the public eye and think that this has been nothing but a negative situation for her, then why do you have your old raggedy cantankerous ass on social media all day? Even Stormi said when she get online, it's Betty online, Betty live, Betty like, if you didn't want your daughter to be exposed, why are you exposing yourself by getting online, starting drama, starting beef? You wouldn't even brought your ass on this goddamn reality show if that was the case, because you're full of shit, lady. You're 1000% full of shit. You like being on the show and you like drama because you're a dramatic, lonely, bored, bitter old lady, period. And it's still mind boggling to me how Melody is to blame for somebody being a cuckoo bird and coming to your daughter's warehouse. How is that her fault that this grown woman decided to make this decision? What? Make it make sense. Y'all stupid. Then she goes on to say that if Melody didn't agree with the behavior of her millimeters, then she would get online and say so, but she hasn't. And I was like, once again, you can't say when you started with that girl. You started with her. And then from what I know, people were saying your daughter was taking subliminal shots at Melody. So whatever. So Stormi in her confession was like, I'm getting the I told you so moment. It's not about reality TV. It's about me being connected to Mel. It hurts me because I hear you, but I'm still standing in it. And Stormi says to her mother in the scene, I still wanted that motherly support though from you. And her mama says, well, sometimes we don't get what we want. Baby, I would have been like, cut the cameras right now. Because what? Stormi, only thing she could say was, wow, like, wow. And she says, this ain't the first time you haven't been there for me. She was like, even at my wedding, you showed up late. And she was like, can we please moving forward, you make me a priority? And her mom was like, yeah, girl, you got to start setting boundaries with your mom and stop letting your mama treat you any kind of way. Because as soon as she said sometimes we don't get what we want, well, you can walk your ass off my goddamn property if that's how the you feel. She's just a nasty ass, ugly ass woman, period. Sorry. Her and that Freddy Krueger hairstyle can kiss my ass. Stormi, you better than me. You are better than me, because ain't no fucking way a old with them saggy titties gonna talk to me like that and look like she do. Girl, get out of here. No. Overall, this week's episode was a cool episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville. I'm going to give this week's episode a C+. It was a good one, not a great one, but a good one. Also, you guys, if you have not joined me over on Patreon, the link is in the description box right now. For the $5 tier, you can get all of my recap videos unedited, raw and uncut. I get to curse freely and it's ad free. And if you join the $10 tier, you get all of that plus reaction videos. Right now, I'm doing reaction videos to Being Bobby Brown and season 3 of The Bear. So join me over on Patreon. Once again, the link is in the description box. Also, if you have not checked out my video with Mel cussing out Miss Wanda, it is right on the screen right now. Click on it and enjoy it. Please also make sure to thumbs up this video, subscribe to my channel, and turn on your post notifications so you know when my videos drop. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.